Bam. And we're back. Or I'm back. TMZ. Teaching everyone abundantly, empowering many. Zakia, enlightening every day. This is Get a Life Astrology, which means growing into divine adults and loving yourself forever. I don't know why I couldn't find the green screen that's normally behind me. So this one is cute. It's given Leo Ghost, Scorpio host. Let me let y'all get on up in here, get on up in here, get on up in here. I'm notifying as well, TikTok. Thank you. Thank you for joining. As you join, please follow. Tap that screen like so. Shout out your rising sign. If you follow me, you'll see I just posted this house chart with the house purposes. And today we're going to be talking about the weekly energies, but I'm also going to tap into the video I just made using this chart, using all rising signs, talking about today's Venus Cazimi. Okay? We got a whole Venus Cazimi going on today, which means Venus, the planet of love, finances, beauty, and relationships, is combust because it's so close to the sun. It's actually in 20 degrees, so is the sun. We literally have 8 more days of Leo season. Next Monday, it'll be Virgo season. Shout out to the Leos and the Virgos. All right, let me share. Thank y'all for being here. Make sure you're tapping the screen. I'm just going to get a few more here, hopefully in, so we can all manifest today. That's what I'm teaching. That's what the energy is giving. Manifestation always. So as I shout out some people right now, especially the Leos that I got to share this with and get this out to. Bam. All right. So thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes. Again, if you're just joining, tap the screen. If you're not following me, please follow for more. It's Giving Astrology Goes today, so hopefully this will work out with you. Please drop your rising signs in the comments. All right. While I'm waiting, before we get on to the part where we're talking about the Cazimi and how you can manifest just about anything today involving love, finances, relationships, beauty, creativity, all things Leo and Venus. You can manifest because we're having a Venus Cazimi today. I'll explain more of that. Let's talk about the week ahead. So today is Sunday. You should have had lots of sun. I actually have my air conditioner running, so hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can't. But today's the 13th. We have the moon currently in Cancer. Right after Cancer is the Leo moon. I normally come on live on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Please pardon me on this past Friday because it is retrograde season. Hello, Anthony. Is that Espanol? Mi poquito. Mi hablas poquito Espanol. So I'm not sure what you're saying. But it looks like you have a lion there. So are you a Leo? Feliz cumpleaños. Mi hablas poquito Espanol. All right. If that's Spanish, hopefully that is. All right. Here we go with the bots. Will I ever be intimate with Elizabeth? That has nothing to do with astrology. Please don't get yourself put out. All right. So we're talking about August 14th, which is actually the day I got married. I got married in Leo season. Got divorced in Pisces season. Leo and Pisces are actually the signs of celebrity status. We'll talk more about that another day. So we're talking about the week of 8/14 to 8/20. August 14th to August 20. Monday, Moon Day. The moon actually moves into Leo tomorrow. So it's currently in Cancer today. And thank you for the follows. And thank you for the likes. Please make sure you hit that. Tap that like screen. Noga, thanks for the follows. I have no idea if you and Adam are going to have a baby. We're not predicting or psychic reading right now. We're giving the energies of the week as above, so below. But again, thank you for your likes and thank you for the share. And thank you for the follow, Noga. All right. If you do know your rising sign, please let me know. If you do know astrology. If you don't, please listen up so you can learn. So the moon will move into Leo on Moon Day tomorrow. It'll be in its dark phase. We're getting ready to have a new moon in Leo Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, depending on where you are on this planet. So I will come back on live on Tuesday. I actually probably will not do a live on Wednesday unless it's going to be a little bit later because I have something to do Wednesday evening. Sasha, welcome. Sasha's Sag Sun, Libra Moon, and Scorpio Rising. Hey, I'm a Scorpio Sun. So you are here to learn from, as a Scorpio Rising, we learn from Scorpio Suns. I'm a Libra Rising, I learn from Libra Suns. So hopefully you'll get some information today. You have this Venus Cazimi in the 10th house. I know that for a fact because I have it in the 11th. So you are manifesting with ease today a new career or career promotion. Long-term goals can be manifested easily, okay? And when you manifest these things, you're literally, I'm talking about this now just because you are Scorpio Rising. Michelle, are you a Sag Rising or a Sag Sun? Like, are you a Sagittarius? Well, people say you're a Sagittarius, or are you a Sag Sun? Hey, April. April's always here. That's my fellow Libra Rising. So, yeah, Sasha, you have this Venus Cazimi. You have Leo in the 10th house. So any of these things you can manifest today. And when you manifest them, you're just clearly stating, you can write it down, you can speak it out, the things that are in this house right here, the 10th house. The houses are the life's purposes. So wherever you have Leo, just say, it is too easy to manifest my long-term goals, Sasha. It is too easy to manifest a good relationship with my father. All things Leo, all things Venus. It's too easy to manifest a career of my choice, a career that I'm going to love. It's too easy to manifest a relationship with my father. These are all Venus things, and you mix the Venus characteristics with your Leo house. Does that make sense? Michelle, I will come back to you and you let me know if you are Sagittarius rising. If you do not know your rising signs, you may find out by putting in your birth date, your birth time, and your birthplace in an easy calculator, astrology calculator called astro-charts.com. So go there and find out and let me know. That makes sense, Sasha? Awesome. I love it when it makes sense. That makes me so happy. All right, April. Us Leos. Us Libra risings have Leo in the 11th house. So we are manifesting too easily groups, the friends we want, the social awareness that we love. My favorite right here is manifesting too easily the wishes for the future, especially in my relationships. I was having a good conversation with one of my friends today who was a Sagittarius rising, so hopefully our friend Michelle will come back and let us know. She's a Sagittarius rising, and Sagittarius have this in the 9th house, and she's literally manifesting learning. She's learning from me. I gave her some homework. I did her a little free reading today because she's a Leo. Shout out to Elle. Her birthday was this past Monday. So she is using this Cazimi today to manifest, she said, learning and building up her wisdom. Yeah. Thank you, Sasha, for the follow. All right, y'all keep tapping that screen. Let's get back to the weekly. And anytime as the rising signs come in and you put your rising sign in it, I got 10 people in here, y'all. I should have more rising signs in the comments. And I should have more likes. So hit that like, tap that screen. And please find out what your rising sign is so I can tell you how to manifest. I'm trying to tell you, especially if you're a Gemini rising, a Taurus rising, or a Cancer rising. Hopefully I can find some Cancer, Taurus, or Libra rising here because I want to talk to you. Oh, we got a Leo rising. And Star, I just did Libra risings. So I'll come right back to it. I literally just did that about 2 minutes ago. So Sylvia, you're a Gemini rising or are you a Gemini sun? I'm only talking about the rising signs. Bree, Leo risings, you got it in the 1st house. You have Leo in the 1st house. That's where your rising signs start. Your rising start in the 1st house. So if you're a Leo rising, we're talking about this house right here. Let me move so you can see. So it is too easy, Bree, to manifest new beginnings, new self-identity, loving yourself, your appearance, manifesting financial achievements with your appearance and how you are presenting yourself, your approaches to life for Leo risings. Matt, you're a Leo rising too, so I hope you just heard that. All of these houses If you put your rising sign in the first house and you count till you get to the Leo from that sign. So Leo risings are in the first house. Let me move to this side. Leo risings are in the first house. I think somebody did come in and say they're a Sagittarius rising. Leah Thomas, welcome. Please follow. Hit the follow button, y'all. Tap the screen. I appreciate everyone for being here. And we just had 10-10 on the East Coast. Now y'all know. Okay, I got my crew here. See how I just manifested, y'all? I have Libra rising, so I'm going to do this for the Libra risings again. I'm manifesting right now, talking to my groups, my social groups, my friends online. I call y'all my friends online because y'all know astrology and you're coming to hear what your rising signs. So, hey friends. And I'm manifesting also my wishes for the future. My wishes actually are to build new relationships with new people that I can align with. So shout out to my astrology folks. And Libra rising, hopefully star. This is where we have Leo star, all the Libra rising, star, April, whoever else is the Libra rising in here, 11th house. This is where we're manifesting with the Venus Cazimi. Again, the Venus Cazimi is the planet of love, finances, relationships, and beauty. It's very close to the sun. It's rebirthing because it's so close. It's changing. Its values are changing. It's love relationships. It's business relationships even. It's partnerships, friendships. All the ships are changing, rebirthing today. And these are our purposes as the rising signs. These are the things you can manifest today. And clearly, as a Libra rising, I'm using my Leo house right now to manifest with y'all. Shout out to y'all. Sagittarius risings I just did, so I'm going to come back to y'all in a minute. Gemini risings, yes. Gemini risings, y'all have this in the 3rd house. The 3rd and the 2nd house are about money. So is the 10th, so is the 6th in a way, okay? Gemini risings, and I just talked to a few Gemini risings this weekend, and my daughter is a Gemini rising. This is what y'all can manifest, 3rd house stuff. You can manifest a new mindset. You can manifest a new way of thinking. You can manifest a good relationship with your neighbors. Gemini has to do with local stuff. If you're a Gemini rising, you have Leo in the 3rd house. This is the main one right here. See, Leo, the 3rd house is the Gemini house, technically. If you have Leo there, you're manifesting numbers, a mindset, a money mindset. That's what you're manifesting. So shout out to y'all Gemini risers. Y'all better get that money. And this energy is not just today. It'll last for like the next 3 days. It already started 3 days ago. It'll last till 3 days after today. And the new moon is coming on Tuesday. So after this energy moves, then we can manifest new beginnings with the new moon. It's a lit week, y'all. Take advantage. Take advantage. Wherever you have Leo, you can manifest clearly with this Cazimi today and on Tuesday with the new moon. And that energy lasts for about 10 days. So y'all literally got like a week and a half to manifest all this stuff. And you don't have to manifest everything. Pick one thing out of this chart. I'm going to move back so y'all can take a screenshot if need be. Okay? Please take a screenshot. Please tap the screen if you're liking what I'm saying. Hi, Mary. All right. Is Trey, are you an Aquarius rising? I need you to know your rising sign. Rising signs only. If you do not know what a rising sign is, please go to astro-charts.com. Thank you for the likes. Keep it coming. Thank you, Bree. I think I've seen you here before. Welcome back. Astro-charts.com, because I realized I wasn't saying the dash and some people were going to the wrong website. I do not sponsor this website. It's just the easiest calculator. You put your birth date, your birthplace, your birth time in. If you don't know your time, please ask your parents. Maybe they remember, or look on your birth certificate. Get the time. It's got to all be in there accurately, especially for the houses. It has to be in there accurately. If you do not know your time and you really want to know this, put in 12 o'clock p.m., midday. You'll get as close as possible to these houses, and everything else will hopefully align if you can get to as close as the time you were born as possible. Anyway, you use the house charts as purposes with the current energies, right? So this is how like some people get horoscopes. They base it on sun signs, but it's really based on your rising sign. You put all the information in, you scroll down, it'll say sun, moon, and all the other planets and the different signs you have. And at the bottom, close to the bottom, it'll say ASC. Another word for rising is ascendant, ASC. So if you do not know your rising signs, please use those directions. If you do not know your rising sign, I see a lot of people just putting their sign in here. It has to say rising behind it for me to be accurately giving you the right information, because you might be telling me your sun sign. If you do not know your rising sign, astro-charts.com. Put your information in. Look for ASC. And that is what your rising sign will be. All right. Keep tapping that like button. Now, as I wait for, I did Gemini risings, Sophia, but I'll do it again. I think that you were the one who I was talking with. I did Leo risings. Leo risings have all these things to manifest in the first house. You're manifesting by saying, writing, or even thinking, because there's a lot of mindset, especially with Gemini risings. You're manifesting a new mindset. Gemini have Leo in the third house. Okay? Leo risings have Leo in the first house. Did you bring me a water? Thank you so much.
No, this is mine. I'll bring you.
Thank you so much.
I want to join the live.
We'll go join the live on your iPad. And please don't interrupt.
You have it.
Oh, okay. I do have her iPad. Sorry.
What the heck?
She's going to camp tomorrow. So I'm trying to get her ready for that.
Oh yeah, I already finished doing that.
Atlantean Soul Tarot. Are you a Pisces rising or are you a Pisces sun sign? I need to know the difference. While I'm waiting for more rising signs to come in the chat, I appreciate y'all here. Please tap the screen. Give me some likes. It's not costly. May hurt your finger a little bit if you give me a whole lot of likes, but I appreciate you. And I'll give you information that you really can use. All right. Thank you, Bree. All right, let's see. Where was I? Weekly energies. The moon moves into Leo tomorrow. We're getting ready for the new moon on Tuesday and Wednesday night. Okay. You need to know what house you have in Leo by knowing your rising sign. Every sign is an archetype. Okay. Every sign has roles from like a script or characteristics, but the house systems tell you the area of life that your archetype plays. So where is this affecting you specifically? Okay, where is the sun? Where is Venus right now in your Leo house? The moon will also be in your Leo house very soon. Okay, on Tuesday to be exact. On Tuesday, which is Mars Day, August 15th, the moon will square Jupiter. I might be doing some advanced astrology for y'all, but I record this, I put it on my YouTube channel for people to refer back to. So stay with me. Find out your rising signs if I haven't told you already or you didn't hear it, and put it in the comments. All right. The moon squares Jupiter. So this is a superior position because the moon will be in Leo, and that is why it's squaring Jupiter in Taurus. It's at 14 degrees, which is a Taurus degree. What do you really value? Taurus is about your values. Venus rules Taurus. The moon squaring Jupiter, and Jupiter will also be retrograde too. September the first week of September sometime. Like when when Venus retrograde ends, Jupiter retrograde begins, actually. Same week. So Jupiter is changing our belief system onto what we really value. There's a lot of changes going on right now in the current energy. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the 1,000 likes. Shout up there. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, April. Thank you, Love. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Sir Rich. S. Rich. For the follow. So do not resist these changes is what I'm saying. There's a whole lot of changes going on. It's not just you, it's not just me, it's not just everybody watching, it's not just the people we see getting in trouble on TV. You know, it's everybody's going through changes right now, literally, because the energy is changing. So as above, so below. So moon square Jupiter is material changes. Jupiter's in Taurus. Taurus is about finances, material belongings, our job, our work habits. That's why you've been seeing 555 lately. Indeed. I forget what 555 means, but I know all the angel numbers have meanings. But when you see that, there's definitely some change happening. There's definitely, if you know what the meaning is, it's even better because that's the energy. Do you want to be right or happy with the moon squaring Jupiter? So the moon in Leo is, and all the fixed signs have this energy. All the fixed signs can be controlling, a little bit stubborn. Thank you for the follows. They can be a little bit of persistent, right? So the moon in Leo squaring Jupiter in Taurus is, do you want to be right or happy? Like, do you want to be a fixed sign that's always right? Or do you want to be a fixed sign that's relaxed in a comfort zone, which is Taurus energy? Jupiter can expand on your knowledge and your wisdom of things. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. So, long story short, this week, with the moon squaring Jupiter, the moon in Leo, the new moon is getting ready to happen. Jupiter also can be about your limitations. You want to expand on your limitations. You want to expand on your knowledge. You want to expand on growth. So the only way to do that is kind of fall back and humble up. Does that make sense? Thank you for the follow. Changes are underway. Yep. Thank you, love, for that. Changes are on the way. Every one of them means. I have 444. I keep my followers on 444. I have a copycat page somebody has created for me, and they have 1,000 followers. 1,000 of y'all follow, and I have 8,600 follows. So, and I keep my followers, the people I follow, on 444. So if I have to go in there, delete somebody that I'm not really engaging with, and put a new follower, which I'll do with some of y'all tonight, that's what I do. But I keep my followers on 444. I want to know what 444 means. I just know every time I see repeated numbers, I know some kind of blessings is on the way. That's how I feel. Yes, April? All right. So an example, and then I'll move on to Wednesday, but an example of this moon square Jupiter is my resistance or wanting to be right with my CEO of my business, right? And I learned from my CEO because as a Libra rising, she's a Libra sun. I talk about her a lot because I'm learning from her as a CEO. All the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancers, are leaders, leading energy. So she has a whole company of 300 plus employees. She's making a good amount of money for herself, right? And she's been running her company for 40 years. So I have a resistance to always want to be right with every boss I've had. I'm 45, almost 46 years old, and every boss I've had, I wanted to be right and they be wrong, right? And most of them were, or they were argumentative and not good managers to me. But you can still learn from that, right? You can still learn from people's mistakes. You can still learn from people's impulses. You can learn from where they grew, how they got to where they are. Those are the adult, mature zodiacs. What do you mean, the rising sign? So yeah, a rising sign is like how you come across the people or what you're aspiring to be. So I'm a Scorpio sun, but I'm a Libra rising. So I aspire to be peaceful, harmonizing, relatable like Libras, because Scorpios can sometimes be, and every sign has challenges and supportive energy. Every sign has good or bad energy, right? So sometimes my challenging Scorpio sun energy is supported by my Libra rising energy. Does that make sense? Oh, you mean the cardinals? Mature, because I mean, again, every sign has its immaturity and maturity, right? So like Aries can be impulsive and babyish, but Aries can also be brave and pioneering. Libras can be balanced, or they can be unbalanced, right? Cancers can be moody, or they can be intuitive. Capricorns can be the boss, or they can be the worker that doesn't want to do anything and, doesn't want to get money and they think it's going to come easily to them. Hopefully I explained that. You're an Aries sun and a Libra rising. So you got leadership energy. Yeah. And that Aries sun is probably, I know a lot of Aries suns. I got a lot of Aries sun people at work too. A lot of Libras and a lot of Aries sun people at work. The nodes are in Libra and Aries right now. So it's a lot of stepping into your self-identity with having Aries placements. And the Libra placements are releasing some of the doing for people, fixing people, always being, that's the Libra rising way, right? Always being there for people when they're not receiving the same energy back. We're not receiving the same energy back. So with the nodes being in Aries and Libra right now, the North Node being in Aries, meaning that's our destiny, the Libra South Node means we're releasing that, we're moving away from that, we're not comfortable in that anymore. That is the energy for Aries and Libra placements. April. We got to step more into that Aries energy of being about self. Taking care of self, keeping that same energy that we give to others, to ourselves first. Always. It's the only way to grow. And when in 9 years, when they switch again, then it'll be time to give to people again. It'll be time to help people out in 9 years. All our Libra risings, all our Libra suns, all Libra moons, big 3 Libra placements. Yes, April, exactly. Big. I was talking, anybody who was born 9 years ago, 18 years ago, 27 years ago, 45 years ago, because the 45-year-olds have the Libra North Node. All of us currently right now are releasing certain relationships because they're not serving, they're not balanced. We're giving more on one side and the other side is not giving as much. It's not balanced. Venus and Libra. Venus rules Libra. So that's a good placement for you. Your sun is in the 6th house, the health house. You mix. So that means you have hopefully a healthy, you're a Gemini sun. Hopefully you have a healthy, balanced energy. Ooh, we're not going to Lilith right now. I did a episode on Lilith a while ago. 24 degrees is the Aries degree. Is the Aries degree? Did y'all hear me? Because my mother was calling. I don't know if the live paused. Mm-hmm. Call grandparent. I'm sorry. Call grandparent. She keeps calling me. The baby was asleep. I wasn't supposed to be yelling.
Yeah, why would you?
Go call grandparent on your iPad, please. And tell her I'll call her back at 11. All right. Y'all, let's get back. If you're not putting your rising signs, I see Sagittarius, I see Leo, but I don't know if you're talking about your rising signs. I'm only doing rising signs right now. Happy birthday, A, though. It's your solar return season. I don't know if it passed already or if it didn't. But shout out to the one who said. Shout out to those of you who had Tavaria at 24 degrees. They're both at 24 degrees, and they're both in Libra. That's cool. Thank you for the follows, Derek. Tap the screen, y'all. Aquarius rising. Okay. Thank you, Tavaria. You got an Aquarius rising. All right, so let's do Aquarius risings. You would have Leo in the 7th house. So if you're a Leo rising, you're in the 1st house. The opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius. So you would have Leo, Aquarius risings. It froze because my mother keeps calling, and I told my kids to call her back and tell her I'm on live. So sorry. So I'm doing yours now, Tavaria. Am I saying your name right? Meredith, are you a Cancer rising or are you a Cancer sun? I need rising signs. All right, Tavaria. Again, Leo's risings would start here in the 1st house. If you're an Aquarius rising, you put Aquarius here and you go across because Aquarius and Leo are opposite signs, right? So Aquarius is the 7th house. It's too easy. That's the key. That's the key phrase today, y'all. It's too easy to manifest with the Cazimi. The Venus Cazimi means Venus and the Sun today are very close. They are in exact degrees. It's buffering now. 2, 2, 2. Hello, hello. Can you hear me, Tavaria? I gotta figure out how to put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I'm on live. I need to remember to do that. Can you hear me now? Is it better? Thank you, Al Ward. Thank you for being here. Please follow me if you're not yet. Hey, Queen K from Texas. I'm in DC. Thank you, Al, for the follow. Al, let me know if you know your rising sign. The live is good now, perfect, Bree. I appreciate y'all's engagement today. All right, so going back to Tavaria and Aquarius signs. So Aquarius risings have Leo in the 7th house. This is a good one too. You're manifesting. It's too easy to manifest relationships, loving relationships. It's too easy to manifest building your finances in a marriage contract, business partner contract, sharing interpersonal styles. You can literally use one or all of these purposes, and there's actually even more. Look up your Leo house. Look if it's the 7th house for Aquarius rising is what I'm talking about now. Look up 7th house and see how many things, because it's way more than this. You can't even fit half the things that are in the houses, the purposes, the life's purposes, and you're manifesting from there. Thank you, Al. All right, Queen K is a Pisces sun, Scorpio moon. Yeah, you got a lot of water and intuitive and emotional energy. So shout out to you, Queen K. And a Leo rising. Hey Leos. So it's Leo season. It's also Leo season for the Leo rising. So happy rising return, Queen K. Thank you, Al. I appreciate you. I'm gonna follow you back when I finish the live too, Al. And many of those of you who will follow, I follow back. All right. Leo risings have Leo in the first house. All the rising signs, you put your rising sign in the first house. That's what starts the houses with your rising sign. So if you're a Leo rising, Queen K, it's too easy to manifest all things Venus, love, beauty, finances, trying to leave off, and relationships. It's too easy to get a loving new beginning. It's too easy to get a financial blessing through your approach to life. It's too easy to get a beauty regimen where you're putting your first impression to others as you change your style. Even Venus in retrograde is reviewing, and renewing yourself. All Venetian things, renewing your love relationship, renewing your love for yourself, renewing your finances, like budgeting. Right now, I went out with a friend last night. My friend Lee, shout out to Lee. I posted all non-astrology things last night because we had so much fun. It was a free party. He had gotten some financial blessings and was blessing everybody with drinks and champagne. It was fun. Like, we're finding ways to budget and still have fun. That's the Venus in retrograde energy. Okay, Al, thank you for coming through. Hey, Jaden. Virgo Sun, Scorpio Moon, Aquarius Rising. We just did Aquarius Rising. It's too easy, Jaden, to manifest relationships at this time. Loving relationships, financial blessings with business partners, marriage contracts. It's too easy, okay? You've been stepping up your appearance lately, Brie. I know that's right. Wardrobe and all that. And that's what you should do. And with the Venus retrograde, don't spend too much, because you can find the best things in the places where people don't go. Think of it like that. Well, you love the sound of that, Jaden. We'll get to manifesting. How do you manifest? You talk, you say it, like you give affirmations. You can write it down. Write down exactly what I'm saying. It's too easy to manifest as an Aquarius rising or a Leo rising, which would be the first house. Aquarius risings have Leo in the 7th house. Libra risings have Leo in the 11th house. Scorpio risings have Leo in the 10th house. Gemini risings have Leo in the 3rd house. Cancer risings have Leo in the 2nd house. What did I miss? Virgo risings have Leo in the 12th house. Sagittarius risings have Leo in the 9th house. Capricorn risings have Leo in the 8th house. Pisces risings have Leo in the 6th house. Aries risings have Leo in the 5th house. Aries risings have Leo in the 5th house. You can literally manifest romance and love affairs. You can even manifest a child if you're ready to have a child with this energy. If you're an Aries rising, you have Leo in the 5th house. Taurus risings have Leo in the 4th house. You can get a new home. You can build a better relationship with your mother. Scorpio risings, which is the opposite of the 4th house, you can build a better relationship with your father. Does that make sense? And me as a Libra rising, I'm building new relationships with y'all. That's my wishes in the future for all y'all. I'm a Libra rising, and I'm building new relationships socially. Social with technology, even. Using the live on TikTok. Shout out to all the Libra risings. Oh, y'all got me up to almost 3,000 likes. I appreciate y'all. All right. Let's go to Wednesday. The new moon in Leo. And if you're just joining, hey, Tassetti! Welcome back, girl. I haven't seen you in a minute. Tassetti, remind me of your rising sign. We're talking about, that's why I got the wheel up. We're talking about where the Venus Cazimi is. Hi, Matt. Welcome. Thank you for the likes, y'all. And follow me if you're not. Thank you, Divinia. I like that name. Antoinette. So, yeah, Tassetti reminded me, because we're talking about where the Venus Cazimi, which is right now, it's too easy right now because the Sun and Venus are right next to each other. They're in the same degree. So right now it's too easy. Hi, Tish. It's too easy to manifest when you know where you have Leo in the house system. So remind me what your rising sign is, so I can tell you where you have Leo at, Tassetti. You probably already know because you're an astrology you're pretty advanced in astrology too. While I'm still waiting for rising signs, Wednesday, the new moon in Leo happens, y'all. Again, you can still continue to manifest for like the next 10 days. For the next week and a half, with the Venus Cazimi today, the energy still will last for another 3 days. We have the new moon in 3 days. Literally some more new manifesting. New beginnings. New you. Okay? Leo energy is expressive about, yourself in the spotlight, in the sun. So even if you're not a Leo, you don't have Leo placements, you have a Leo house. Everybody has a Leo house. Everybody has a rising sign. You're still learning its complexity. Well, let me help you. Tell me your rising sign again, Tassetti. All right. And let me just give a shameless plug real quick, y'all. I'm building my business, giving free readings. I'm booked up with the Leos right now. So Virgo season starts in another week and a half. Another week. What's today? Yeah, it starts next Monday. So I'll be opening up my booking website again next Sunday for Virgos, free readings for Virgos. Okay? So if you are a Virgo sun or a Virgo rising or a Virgo moon, you get a free reading if you book fast. I will also be doing courses that I will start charging eventually, because a lot of y'all want to know about astrology, and I'm very happy to teach you, but this is a lot to tell. And if you don't know much, we have to start from the beginning. I also will be sharing and selling ebooks with the basics so that you can get something to refer to. That's my shameless plug. Tassetti, that's what you do. You do the degrees. Capricorn, 27 degrees. That, off the top of my head, is the Gemini. It's a Gemini degree. So you're a Capricorn sun with a Gemini degree. And you're Aquarius rising. So yes, Aquarius rising is, right. Okay. So a lot of people, degrees is one of the hardest things next to the houses to understand. So you know your degrees even. Where do you find out about your money and family life on the chart? Family life is the 10th house and the 4th house. You see it says right there, family on the 4th house, and it says mother in the 4th house, and it says father in the 10th house. That's where you find out. You put your rising sign. Queen K, you were Aquarius rising. So Aquarius, second house would be, then I'm gonna get back to you, Tassetti. Second house would be Pisces. Third house would be Aries. Fourth house, you have Taurus. So Taurus is about finances. It's all second house stuff. Taurus is money, finances, values, resources, material possessions. So, for instance, Queen K, right. Oh, you're a Leo rising. I'm sorry. So Queen K, you're a Leo rising. Second house would be Virgo. Third house would be Libra. Fourth house is Scorpio. So all things Scorpio. Intense when it comes to family and home. Intimate relationships. Stepping into your power. It could be a death or rebirth. It could be when it comes to home and family situations. Some Scorpio stuff is dark, so let me think of the stuff that's not so dark. Stepping into your power and transforming, always. Transforming can be tough to do, but changes. If you have Scorpio in the fourth house, changes in your family dynamics always. Something transformative, something needing to be reborn. Does that make sense? All right, Tassetti is the Aquarius rising. So Aquarius rising, that makes sense? Okay, good, Queen. Okay. And the opposite would be you have Taurus in the 10th house as a Leo rising. So that would be putting your material things, taking care of family, especially like any men in your family, your father even, your grandfather, your uncles, anybody. They want to see you bring the money home to be more supportive. Takara, are you a Pisces rising or a Pisces sun? We're only talking about rising signs. You do have a lot of critical degrees. Tassetti, I see that. Tassetti, Aquarius risings having Leo in the 7th house. So you're manifesting too easily new relationships, Tassetti. You're managing, you're manifesting marriage contracts or even business contracts. So if somebody's not trying to marry you, they're trying to work with you. And it's too easy right now to manifest that. Too easy to manifest. Because this doesn't specifically have to deal with degrees. This has to deal with your rising sign and where you have Leo at. The degrees come more when you're trying to break down all the characteristics you have. We're just talking about the purposes you have right now and where you can manifest with these purposes as an Aquarius rising. Does that make sense, Tassetti? Her descendant is Aquarius, yep. And your descendant would be Leo, Tassetti, because those are opposite signs. So yeah, it doesn't have to be a marriage. It doesn't, because a lot of people right now, because of the Venus retrograde, are having big changes in their relationships. I know as soon as it moved into the shadow, I ended my relationship. Yeah. Tassetti knows a lot too. Tassetti, you should come on my live on Friday, because on Fridays I'm doing the, because you were there when we had Jason. He's been on there a couple of times. I wanted to switch it up. He's always in our chats too. He's not here tonight though, but he's been on my live, talking the biblical astrology and how it relates to the Bible. I think you would be good to be someone who talks about the degrees. So we have to talk about that soon, Tassetti. Queen Kate, I can do readings, but I'm trying to pull away from that and teach y'all how to read yourselves, and then teach y'all how to read to like your pain points, what you are really concerned about with yourself. And that's why I'm gonna build a class very soon. So hopefully you followed me and stay tuned. Okay, Tassetti, we'll talk about it soon. All right, new moon in Leo, y'all, on Wednesday. Leo again, spotlights on you. New moon, new you. Ready to live authentically, okay? Because Leo is expressive. Leo is the sun. The sun rules Leo, so it's everything that's expressive, sometimes egotistical. It's your overall personality, the Leo energy. It's overall fun, dramatic even, but expressive is the key word I'm getting to right here. And even though most of us don't really know who we are as a person, a lot of us don't understand, a lot of us don't know astrology and how it can help us, this is a time to challenge yourself. So if you say you want to learn astrology, learn it. I self-taught myself. Not everybody can do that, but take each one of your placements. This is what I did. I put, like, I have just even your sun sign. I have Scorpio sun. Put in Scorpio sun in YouTube, watch a couple of videos about it. Put in moon in Leo, watch a couple of videos about it. Put in Aquarius rising, watch a couple of videos about it. That's how I learned it. Then, to make it easier, get like a little reference book. They sell them at Five and Below. I probably have to sell mine for $4 because they got reference easy astrology books. My son is in here. Hey, DJ. Salute to my son. Libra sun, Libra moon. Taurus rising is my son. Taurus rising's DJ. It's too easy for you to get, you have Leo, you have Leo in the Taurus rising first house, Gemini be the second house, third house, fourth house. You have Leo in the fourth house. So I know DJ's already got his new home with his mom and dad, but you're manifesting good relationship with your family and what you already have, DJ. As a Taurus rising, any Taurus risings like my son that's in the comments, you are manifesting these things right here. It's too easy to manifest self-care. My son just got a new job. Have a good day at work tomorrow, DJ. I was gonna hit you up after the live. Good relationships with women. But let them come through your mommy first. And good relationships with family overall. And roots. Queen K, my oldest is a triple Virgo, her top 3. So she has the sun, moon, and rising in Virgo. That's awesome. She must do a lot of planning and organizing in the house. My youngest is a Virgo rising, and she rearranges her room all damn day. Every 2 weeks, my daughter rearranges her room or redecorates something or, rearranges all the time. All the time. It's crazy. And that, having children with certain placements, especially my son who balances out as me and his dad, we're going through our divorce, he balanced us out. He made a harmonizing energy when his sisters argue, those kind of things. Good qualities in everyone. thank y'all for the likes. We're up to 4,000. I appreciate y'all for still being here. I'm gonna try to wrap this up because I'm gonna be off by 11. So yeah, push yourself beyond these stereotypes that we all have been, programmed to believe we have to be. The new moon in Leo, new you, is one that is going to take the challenges. It's going to learn more. It's going to be more expressive. It's going to be, not limiting your beliefs and ready for change. So this is going to be a really positive week, in my opinion. Then at the end of Wednesday night, the moon will move into Virgo. Virgo, again, is about details, organization, being giving service to others, but always give service to yourself first. The moon in Virgo means, what is the plan? Okay, what are the details? We have Mercury getting ready to go in retrograde in Virgo, and Mercury rules Virgo. So the moon is actually giving us like the plan ahead. Green light on Wednesday, and Wednesday is Mercury day. So on that day, as we go through the new moon, thinking of new you and new ways to recreate yourself, when that moon moves into Virgo, even though the new moon energy lasts for 10 days, give or take, like between 3 and 10 days, the moon in Virgo is preparing us for Mercury in retrograde in Virgo, which happens next week too. When the sun moves into Virgo, Mercury will also go into retrograde next week too. So what is the plan? Start planning now for Mercury retrograde. Start planning on what you're going to revamp, redo, reinvent, review, replan. Okay. Then the Mars is also in Virgo. Will trine. So trine is supportive energy. Uranus and Taurus. Those are both earth signs. Earth signs are productive. Earth signs are about the money. So this is the Mars, the plan of action, trining, which means support. Uranus is the plan of shock. So Uranus is doing a lot of transits with everything in Virgo because it's in Taurus. And it's also doing a lot with Leo because it's squaring Taurus. Leo and Taurus are fixed signs. Virgo and Taurus are the same element, earth signs. So with Mars trine Uranus, you're getting your to-do list together, along with that moon moving into Virgo. What's the problem? Check the inventory. Get to the details before there's a shocking change, because Uranus brings shock. And also innovation, that's right. I was going to say that to Sadie. That's why we need to do this live. Should we sign contracts under Mercury retrograde? Not at all. And we're going to talk about that next Sunday, which will be the 22nd. I'm sorry, no, the 20th. Because Mercury goes into retrograde on the 23rd. But the shadow is potent, y'all. The shadow is super potent right now because Mercury is in its strongest sign, Virgo. Its other strongest sign is Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. And Uranus, I just found out, will be in Taurus until the 2025. So we got a lot of shocking, groundbreaking events happening until 2025. Yes. And then when Uranus moves into Gemini, lots of shocking information. All right. On the 17th, Thursday, August the 17th, which is Jupiter Day, the moon will oppose Saturn and Pisces. So the moon will be in Virgo, opposing Saturn. How did I not know that? Because opposite signs, Virgo and Pisces. So Saturn is in Pisces, wrapping up the Saturn cycle, wrapping up all the limiting beliefs, wrapping up all the, escaping reality. All the victimizing we've been doing in the last 30 years of this Saturn cycle. Anytime something is in Pisces, that means it's ending, it's wrapping up. 12th house stellium, it depends. As a Virgo, what can I do right now to bring myself good energy and success during this time? Ooh, plan ahead. That's easy. Organize. Get to the details. Because your sun will be aspecting. It'll be going over all the planets in Virgo right now. And then when we have the Mercury Cazimi next month, we'll be using this to manifest with that Cazimi, because Mercury will be crossing over everybody's Virgo sun, everybody who has a Virgo sun or even a Virgo rising. So success always comes from being productive with any of the earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Success also comes from, with Virgo, planning, organizing, paying attention to details. Does that make sense, Sarah? Thank you, Sarah, for the follow. Pisces Sun, Mercury, Uranus. I want to know about your rising sign. You don't have a name, but you have a burning heart. You're welcome, Sarah. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes. All right. Where do we need to be more mature and responsible? So Saturn is the planet of discipline. Every Saturday, every Saturn day, and even though I'm on Thursday, I'm going to say this now because we're talking about Saturn. Aries risings. Okay, so Aries risings, you have Leo. We'll come back to that. Aries risings, you have Leo in the 5th house. So it's easy, too easy right now with having Leo in the 5th house, with the Venus in Leo and the Sun in Leo, the Cazimi right now. It's too easy to manifest. And the new moon next week. Romance, love affairs. What else is good in here? Children, if you want to have some children. It's an easy time to manifest that. If you need romance, easy time right now, all this week. Libra risings, Alexani and Alex. Libra risings like me. I'm a Libra rising. Shout out to the Libra rising gang. We are manifesting hopes and wishes for the future. New social groups, social awareness, technology. The Venus Cazimi, wherever you have Leo, because Venus is in Leo right now, conjunct right next to the sun, you're manifesting. It's rebirthing itself right now. So we're rebirthing ourselves too. If you're Libra rising, these are the things you can manifest all week long. How do you know what type of Pisces you are? You go to an astrology calculator and find your birth chart, find your placements. Astro-charts.com. Put in your birth date, your time, and your place. Go down. It'll say sun, moon. It'll have all the planets. Go down through all that. When you see ASC, that's another word for rising. That's what I need you to bring back, and I can tell you which one of the purposes you have based on your rising sign. Sagittarius risings have Leo in the 9th house. So you're manifesting a trip, some new wisdom, some new higher education. When I say higher education, I'm not thinking going back to college, y'all. Okay, I don't want you to be in debt. I don't want you to be put in the hands of some others judging you and your knowledge. I want you to just research. Again, if you're new to astrology, put your placements in. Go to astrocharts.com. That's the easiest astrological calculator. Astro-charts.com. Put in your birth date, your time, and your placements. It's not going to explain it out like how I am. It's just going to tell you your placements. If you want to know what your moon means, type in, say you have moon in Taurus. Type in moon in Taurus in YouTube. All these videos about moon and Taurus will come up. Type in Aries rising. All these videos about Aries rising will come out. That's how you learn. That's how you build. That's how you manifest with having Leo in the 9th house. Does that make sense? Gemini risings have Leo in the 3rd house. New mindset. You're manifesting great neighbors. You're manifesting early education. So something you might have missed, or even being a teacher of some sorts to younger children. You're manifesting communication, better communication, loving communication, financial communication, because 3rd house is also numbers. That's money too. You're welcome, Sochi Victor. So I did the Gemini rising 3rd house. All these purposes in the 3rd house is what you're manifesting all week long with Venus Cazimi right now, which means Venus in Leo is right next to the sun in Leo. Then we have the Leo moon joining them on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Perfect time to manifest this week, y'all. That's why it's important to know your rising sign and know where you are, where you have Leo. We all have every sign, okay? If you are Leo rising, you have Virgo in the 2nd house. You have Libra in the 3rd house. You have Scorpio in the 4th house. All the way around till you get to Virgo in the 12th house if you're a Leo rising. You see what I'm saying? So everybody has all the signs in the houses. Everybody has a different sign with a different house. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. ASC equals a sign, a rising, ascendant. So I say rising because it's easier to understand. Sometimes ascendant, people don't understand that vocabulary. Leo risings start right here, 1st house. Your rising sign you put in the 1st house. So if you're a Leo rising, you start right here. You have Leo in the 1st house. You're manifesting a new way to give the first impression, new body, new beginnings, new self-appearances, new approaches to life. Manifesting. Leo risings. Scorpio rises, 10th house. You're manifesting a new career, long-term goals. You're manifesting a good relationship with a man or a father figure. You're also manifesting, if you have, say, more feminine energy than masculine energy. We're all supposed to have balanced energy. We're not supposed to be just too feminine women. We're not supposed to be just too masculine men. It's okay to have both, because both have supportive energies. Feminine energy is forgiveness, acceptance. Some say submissive. If you don't want to be submissive, you tap into your masculine energy, but you balance it. Sometimes you are submissive, sometimes you are dominant. I hit it on the nose, Cazimi. Thank you. Aquarius rises again. You have manifesting 7th house stuff. You have Leo in the 7th house. Thank you for the rose. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for being here and engaging. So you have Leo in the 7th house for Aquarius risings. You're manifesting better relationships, marriage, contracts, business partners. You can literally manifest a business partner. Start a new business. I know I'm missing some comments because y'all are in here and engaged now, and I appreciate y'all. More masculine than feminine. Excuse me, I'm more masculine than feminine, and I need to balance it. I like being a lesbian now, but I feel like a lot of men told me in my life when I was hetero that I was being a little bit too dominant to them, and they didn't like it. I really wasn't like being submissive. What I had to learn is I need to be submissive when the man is being forgiving, supporting, when they're stepping into their feminine energy too. And even as a lesbian, some women have too much masculine energy. You said, oh wow. You know, I could be bi, but right now I'm rocking with the women. Right now I'm rocking with the ladies. Scorpio risings, 10th house. You're manifesting everything in the 10th house. It's too easy right now. I want y'all to say it's too easy in the comments, please. Because literally, this is easy information if you know your rising sign and where you have Leo right now. Where you have Leo, if you're a Leo rising, 1st house. If you're a Virgo rising, 12th house. If you're a Libra rising, 11th house, Leo. If you're a Scorpio rising, 10th house, Leo. If you're a Sagittarius rising, you have Leo in the 9th house. If you are a Capricorn rising, you have Leo in the 8th house. When I say we're looking for Leo with these rising signs, is because the Venus Cazimi and the new moon are this week, right now. The Venus Cazimi is today. The new moon is Tuesday night into Wednesday. The energy lasts for a while because they don't separate from the sun. It takes about 3 to 4 degrees, 3 to 4 days for them to separate and not be so potent. But right now is when y'all need to tap into these energies. Where did I stop? Capricorn has Leo in the 8th house, Capricorn risings. Aquarius risings have Leo in the 7th house. These are the things that are too easy when I call your rising sign for you to tap into. Pisces risings have Leo in the 6th house. Aries risings have Leo in the 5th house. Taurus risings have Leo in the 4th house. Gemini risings have Leo in the 3rd house. Cancer risings have Leo in the 2nd house. Let me talk about Cancer risings. I haven't seen that all night. Cancer risings, you can manifest money. You can manifest a better work situation. Your income rate raising. Your daily routines. If you're a Cancer rising, walk into work tomorrow and demand your raise. If you're a Cancer rising, you can literally manifest material possessions. When you get that raise, go buy that new car. You're gonna get it. No matter what your situation is. They're gonna tell you yes. Your Leo's in the 7th house with the Capricorn ascendant. You're a Capricorn ascendant? No. What are you looking at? So let me throw this out there. This is a good one. Cazimi. We talked about this before. You have to put your rising sign, because a lot of these calculators, these astrology calculators, won't show you. It'll show you where they're overlapping. And the best way to put that overlapping aside is to just put your Leo rising. I'm sorry, your rising sign in the first house and count around till you get to Leo house. Don't go by what those calculators say. It could be in a late degree, but it's still got to be in a house. It's more in one house than the other. Anyway. Hey, Young Smoke, welcome back. It has been a minute. Where you been? I hope all is well. I hope all is well, Young Smoke. Young Smoke, baby. That's because your houses are overlapping, Tassetti. If you want to say, you have both energies, that's great too. Why not? I say go for it. Everybody's chart is, a little overlapping. It's not crazy. It's just a little overlapping. You just pick which side of the house you feel is best. Whichever one you align with, that's the one to go with. What are we talking about? How do you say your name? Kazia? I like that name. We're talking about the Cazimi, the Venus in Leo Cazimi, and your Leo house and your rising sign, so we know which house you have Leo in. The houses are life's purposes. We're talking astrology. Sorry, y'all. I'm talking so much I needed some water. Let me wrap up the week. So we have next Friday, 8/18. That's Venus Day. Venus Day is when you should be doing anything you desire. Okay? So next Friday, the moon will be still in Virgo, conjunct Mars in Virgo, which means they'll be in close degree. They'll be next to each other. I'm glad you think it's cool. Please follow me for more. You're tired from staying awake? Well, you need to get some rest. I'm about to log off right after I finish the weekly energies. You align with both sides, Tassetti? Yep. As a water sign, I want fire energy too. All right, Tassetti. Thank you for the follow, Kazia. All right, so on Friday, I was saying moon will conjunct Mars and trine Uranus. So this is supportive energy, especially somebody said as a Virgo. As the moon is in Virgo on Friday, still talking about planning and organizing. Very productive day. Opposite Neptune is somewhere where you need to get clarity, because Neptune is a planet of illusions and delusions. It's the reason Neptune being in Pisces, wrapping up a whole, let's say 100-something years of us being in a delusion. Neptune moves slow. Anything in Pisces means the cycle is wrapping up, because Aries is the first sign, Pisces is the last sign. So Neptune being opposite the moon in Virgo and Mars in Virgo, even though it's a productive day, it's also the only way it's going to be productive is you fine-tooth comb the details. Let's say that. It's almost retrograde too, so it's almost Mercury in retrograde, so that will be hitting Neptune in Pisces as well. Got to switch up your game plan. You got to embrace taking risks and dealing with some change, because there's lots of changes coming, everyone. And all these plans need to be revamped, or more details, especially as Mercury retrograde comes next Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, sometime next week is Mercury retrograde, the 23rd, which is, I believe, next Tuesday. And with Mercury retrograde coming again, fine-tooth comb some things that just don't make sense. Get some clarity by making plans and organizing. Then on Saturday, 8/19, tap into your Saturn sign. Saturday is, now you're not at work. Most of us, not all of us, do not work on Saturday and Sunday. It's time to work at home. It's time to work on your business. It's time to work on yourself on Saturn day. Sunday is time to relax, bask in the sun. That's why it's called Sunday. But Saturday, time to work on self, anything off of the job, the job. On Saturday, the moon moves into Libra, so it's a real chill day, a good day to connect with people. Welcome back. And then on next Sunday, 8/20, which is like the last 3 days, the beginning of the end of Leo season. Leo season was fun. The moon in Libra will trine Venus in Leo. I'm sorry, not trine, sextile, which is supportive energy, compatible energy. So relationships with someone who can offer you new values, because Venus sextiling the moon in Libra, you want something new. Moon in Libra is going to be relatable anyway. Sextiling, compatible with Venus in retrograde in Leo. Venus has made its change today, so by next Sunday, we're going to be ready to relate to some people who can make that change with us. Your solar return yesterday was... You're a Leo, Tassetti? How did I not know that? Happy belated. Happy solar return. There was a lot of birthdays this weekend. Shout out to all the Leos who had birthdays. Shout out to Tassetti. Happy solar return to you. Happy solar return to you. Hi, Layla. Happy solar return, Tassetti. Yours is on Friday, Kazia. Look at all the Leos shining bright on the live. Happy solar return to Tassetti and Kazia. I could usually sing, but I have a little frog in my throat. Anyway, next week, y'all, I hope y'all had a great solar return and many more to come. Layla is an Aquarius sun, Sagittarius moon, and Aquarius rising. Whoa, you got a lot of air. And you got, yep, you're fixed, mutable fixed. Air, fire, air. You're compatible within yourself, Layla. Aquarius risings are having Leo in the 7th house. So you are manifesting new relationships and business partnerships and maybe marriage contracts, Layla. Is that true? I appreciate y'all for being here on your birthday weekend. What's a solar return? A birthday. The time the sun returned to the place where you were born, the day you were born. That's what a solar return is, Young Smoke. My solar return is November 15th. What's your solar return, Young Smoke? I'm a Scorpio sun. The day of birth, yep. I love how we're all learning and teaching each other here. Takara, you're a Scorpio rising. Scorpio risings have this Leo, new moon in Leo, Cazimi today. These are all the things you can manifest easily this week. Scorpio risings have Leo in the 10th house. You can manifest a new career, long-term goals could be popping. You can manifest a better relationship with a masculine figure, father figure. Does that sound about right, Takara? Hit follow for me if you're not following, Takara. Y'all almost got me to 6,000. Thank y'all for the likes. First time Cancer, I need to know your rising sign. Welcome. So your solar return. Scorpios, Mo. Hey, Mo. You're totally compatible with yourself. That's what I'm getting, Layla. I feel like relationships are doing well right now. Perfect. So that's why, because you got Leo in the 7th house. I love to be right. I'm sorry. As a fixed sun, I love to be right. You know, you're an Aquarius. I don't know your rising sign, Young Smoke. Did we ever figure that out the last time you were on here? I'm going to move over in a second. I'm trying to look at all these things. Let me move over so y'all can take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, please. Aries risings have Leo in the 5th house. You're manifesting easily romance, love affairs. You can even have a child at this time if you'd like. How you self-express yourself. You're manifesting that. You don't know about your moon. Sagittarius moons are fun, easygoing type of people. Sagittarius moons, the moon is how you react to things and your emotions. So Sagittarius moons would have more of a easygoing, laid back, free flowing, because Sagittarius is wanting to be free and travel and global. So you don't overreact too much, because the moon is how you react to things. You got a picture of it? What do the numbers mean? Those are houses. 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, all the way to 12th house. The houses are your life's purposes in astrology. They all are in a sign. Taurus rising, you have Leo in the, what did I say? The 4th house. So you're manifesting this week a new home, self-care, better relationships with your mother or any woman in your life, family, better relationship with your family. Those are Taurus risings, having Leo in the 4th house. Romance is Venus stuff. Tassetti, Aquarius rising. Aren't you Aquarius rising, Tassetti? Romance. Somebody's looking for you. You'll find out this week. Leo rising's 1st house. When you're a Leo rising, that's celebrity status, babe. You need to be in the light. You need to be all these things right here, manifesting all these things if you're a Leo rising. The Pisces house is the 12th house, but we're talking about where you have, if you're a Pisces rising, you would have Leo in the 6th house. You need to know your rising signs. And I just missed 11-11, y'all. All right, next week we have Venus. We have a big week next week. The sun is moving into Virgo next week. We have Mercury retrograde. Change all your plans. Leave the house early. Get more detailed. Create new plans with Mercury retrograde. We'll talk more about that next Sunday. We have Mars opposing Neptune. Mars, the planet of action. Neptune, the planet of illusions. The unknown will drive you crazy. But once it changes and once something happens for you, it must happen. It's aligned to happen. So these are everybody's purposes. And this week we're talking about where you have Leo, because it's Leo season. Venus is in Leo, changing all of our, and Venus is also in retrograde, changing all our relationships, our beauty aspects, our love, the way we love ourselves, the way we love others, and our finances. That's Venus type stuff. Mercury and Pisces on birth chart, not today. We're not talking about Mercury today. We're talking about Venus. We'll actually talk about Mercury next in Virgo season, because that's when it's going to be popping for Mercury retrograde. We'll do all the Mercury talk soon. All right, Young Smoke, get some rest. I'm about to log off too. I appreciate everybody coming here. I got 43 people in here right now. I appreciate y'all. But I got to go. I've been on here since 10 o'clock. I come on every Sunday night and give you all the weekly review of what's coming up for the week. I tell you how to manifest it. There's a huge aspect popping. So this changes every week. It changes every day. Something new every day. The sun changes every day. The sun goes through one sign, like Leo season, for 30 days. The moon changes every 2.5 days, every 2.5 days. Cool, Catherine. Thank you. And follow if you haven't. Thank y'all. Mercury, Venus, and Mars normally move with the sun. So they stay in the same sign the sun is in, or 2 signs maybe, or 1 sign before, or 2 signs or maybe, or 1 sign after, close to the sun. Jupiter and Saturn change. Jupiter changes a sign every 1 year. Saturn changes a sign every 2 years. The outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Pluto's the slowest one. The U.S. is having its Pluto return. Pluto takes 245 years to go around and get back to the same sign. I'm saying it can stay in one sign for up to 18 to 20 something years. So Pluto is back in Capricorn where it was in 1776 when the United States started, which is why the government is going so crazy now. But that's another post for another day. If y'all follow my page, you see me talk about astrology truth, and it has a lot to do with what's happening in our personal lives connected to the government as well as connected to Hollywood. A lot of changes there. Y'all gonna notice very soon. When Pluto moves into Aquarius, it's gonna be all about us, all about the people governing ourselves. We'll talk about that another day. I appreciate all y'all being here. So many people. This was a lit live tonight. And you know why? Because I have Leo in the 11th house. What is 11th house? The first word, groups. I manifested 40-something people tonight. New friends, social awareness. I'm bringing social awareness to y'all. I manifested. I'm giving y'all my example of having a Libra rising. I'm as a Libra rising, and all of us Libra risings, this is what we're manifesting this week. We have Leo in the 11th house. The house of groups, friends, being socially aware, hopes and wishes for the future, humanitarianism, technology. I'm using technology. I'm talking to new people, made new followers. I'm grateful for all y'all. Again, next week, we have the sun moving into Virgo. My books will open back up. I will start giving free readings to Virgo risings, Virgo moons, and Virgo suns. You just got to show me your birth date so I can officially check that. Okay, so the bookings, I'll come on here Sunday, let y'all know the bookings are open. First 12 people get free readings. All right. I appreciate y'all for being here. You love that Libra rising energy? I love my Libra rising energy. It helps me out with my Scorpio sun when it wants to sting. It definitely does. This is not my chart. This is just the house chart. This is not my chart. This is what y'all use. And once you know astrology a little bit better, again, I'm going to throw my ebook is coming soon out. So it's like a astrology 101. So you can learn easily what I'm talking about just by referring to the ebook. And I'm also going to do some astrology courses very soon. I appreciate y'all's questions. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry. I've been on here for an hour and a half almost, and I got to get some rest. It's a new week. We got things to manifest. I want to manifest this all week. Again, I put this on my YouTube channel by tomorrow morning so y'all can refer back to it. I'm going to move again so y'all can screenshot it if you'd like. And I'm out. See y'all on Wednesday night when we talk about retrogrades, because there's a lot of retrograding going on. We got Pluto retrograde, we got Venus retrograde, we got Saturn retrograde, we got Neptune retrograde, we got Chiron retrograde. That's 5 already. Mercury starts next week. That'll be 6. Jupiter starts at the beginning. I'm sorry. Uranus is the day after. Uranus goes into retrograde, I think, on the 28th. That'll be 7. And then on September the 9th, I think, is when Jupiter goes retrograde. So we'll have 8 planets in retrograde for the rest of the summer and through the fall. And even Uranus doesn't end its retrograde until January. So retrograde day is Wednesday when we come on here and talk about retrogrades. Friday is when I invite somebody on here to help me talk about astrology. So see y'all every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also will be here on Tuesday for the new moon. Peace, y'all. Have a great moon day tomorrow. Manifest, manifest, manifest. Don't forget what we talked about. If you missed it, hit the YouTube button under my bio. You'll see the video on my YouTube channel. Peace.